Let me get this straight. Haaland's camp wanted 50 million euros for Haaland. Okay, that's fine. Yes, that's fine. I'm dead serious. That's fine. But 40 million for the dad and the agent. Mino Raiola. Come on, bro. Calm down a bit. Welcome to the Kavkas View. Today I've got good news, bad news, sad news, tragic news. But you know the deal with the Kavkas View. We bring you energy and we bring you efficiency. And most importantly, we bring you some entertainment. Look, I've got 4 major stories for you guys today. The latest on Saul and Kounde, well, I'm going to cover it now. There is no latest. There is no latest. We're still waiting. For me, this is getting dragged out till the end of the transfer window. Why? Because Chelsea want the clicks. Chelsea want to make sure they get Kurt Zouma out the club. And more importantly, they want to make sure some outgoings go so they can generate the funds to bring people in. That's what's going to happen, all right? But we're not going to talk about that in big detail. We are going to talk about 4 major stories. The Haaland one, why Haaland's deal broke down. Why? The numbers, the juice, the sauce. You know the deal. So you better stay tuned for that one. That is an interesting story. It's the truth. And we're going to see Chelsea in a different light. We're going to respect Chelsea a lot more. And more importantly, the 3 youngsters, or former youngsters in some cases, in Ruben's case. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he could be going to Roma. That's a big story that we need to talk about. Callum Hudson-Odoi and the reason why he can't go on loan. And Tino Anjorin might be leaving on a permanent. Yes, Tino Anjorin. Let's talk about it. But for all of that effort and for all of this energy, and because you're all nice people, at the end of the day, look, it doesn't take no effort and it makes you a very nice person. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. The target for today's video is 400 likes. If we hit 400 likes, I will thank you very much in the comments. And more importantly, I always respond to you guys. So in the comments below, let's get talking, all right? Do you think we should have paid the 40 million euros to the agent and the father of Erling Haaland, as well as the crazy wages? Just let me know, because we've got Lukaku, and hindsight is a beautiful thing. Like, let's be honest, hindsight is a lovely thing. Rom scored on his debut, everyone's happy. But I remember how outraged a lot of people were, including myself, at the fact that we didn't get Haaland. So would you have paid the money that it was required? I just want to know now. Please let me know in the comments below, and let's get on with the news. It is being reported by Christian Falk, who is ridiculously reliable, especially when it comes to German news, right? He is reporting that Erling Haaland and Mino Raiola were demanding 50 million euros for Erling Haaland a week. Let's put that into perspective. That is 820,000 pounds a week, euros a week, sorry. That is before tax. Ooh, dearie me, it's 500 after tax. But how will he survive? But this isn't even the big issue for me. The player laces up, the player goes on the pitch, the player bangs goals, and the player could potentially earn his value. The agent, what is Mino and the dad getting 40 million for? Like, what are they getting for? Listen, if that's the case, Mino, I need you to put some boots on, do your laces up, lose a couple pounds, and get into centre-back. I'm dead serious. I need you to play centre-back for us, maybe CDM doing the Declan Rice role. I'm dead serious, because at this moment in time, if you're getting 40 M's, you're getting paid more than the rest of our squad. What are you getting paid 40 M's for? Like, this is the part that, like, I'm bluffing. I don't understand. Because logically speaking, and reality should prevail here. If he's getting a cut of the deal, I'll say 10%, all right, cool, 15 million, happy day. 40 million is ridiculous. He got that for Pogba, and I don't blame him. He knows what he's doing. He's a great agent, hence why he's a super agent. The players hire him. The players let him represent. All the stress that he causes doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, he gets them paid. And that's what players care about, and that's what he cares about. And at the end of the day, it is a business. I'm proud of Chelsea. I'm genuinely proud of Chelsea for stepping away from that deal. Haaland is not that good. He's a once-in-a-lifetime generational player, but he ain't Leo Messi. He is not Cristiano Ronaldo. And in my opinion, he's not even Kylian Mbappe. Like, he is not to the extent where you pay his agent 40 million. I'm sorry. What kind of precedent does that set? Story number 2, and this one's an insightful one. Tammy Abraham has joined Roma, and Jose Mourinho is the manager, and now Ruben Loftus-Cheek is meant to be going there. For me, this is very difficult, because you guys already know the deal. I am a Ruben Loftus-Cheek stan. I grew up on the generation of youth team players that have come through, and I've had my heart broken. Jeremy Berger moved on. Charlie Masunda basically don't play football anymore. Then there was Fikayo Tomori came through, moved on. Charlie Colkett's not even in the top Premier League. And now, the one and only Ruben Loftus-Cheek looks like he's not even going to make it out that bad. Such a talented batch of players, and all of a sudden, half of them didn't even get a consideration in Chelsea. It's frustrating, but it happened. But in this case now, it looks like he's going to be off, and He's off on a permanent basis, it looks like it, because he'll go on loan to Roma. They'll pay all of his wages in abundance. There'll be a little fee that's undisclosed, but then there'll be an option. And the option will be £16 million. And a lot of you will say, 16 million, that's ridiculous. Guys, you need to understand what variation of Ruben Loftus-Cheek this is. Ruben was a £50 million player at one moment in time. Now, after that injury, after the Achilles, he ain't the same guy anymore. He's not as explosive. And more importantly, he needs game time. And I think this is what people don't understand. This gentleman needs to play football. And this is going to be a consistent tale that I'm going to be saying now in the next 3 stories. And he needs to play. He needs to get back on his feet. And he needs to continue his career without Chelsea. Chelsea, yes, he loves Chelsea. He's in the same boat, yeah, in my opinion, as Jesse Lingard. Lingard is hanging on to this little dream that he has of playing for Manchester United. Let it go. It's not going to happen. Oli don't rate you like that. He's got Sancho, he's got Rashford. And in this case, we've got Jorginho, we've got Kante, we've got Kovacic, and we're getting Saul. They don't rate you to the point where they're going to give you a chance. Sadly, they don't. I actually think if he gets up given game time, given time, faith, belief, he might become a decent player for Chelsea, squad player. But it's not going to happen. He needs to move on. And 16 million next year with an option, it's low for me, because if he bangs, Chelsea will regret it. But it is what it is. Let's see it. The next story coming out, and this is a story I've been actually welcoming. I've been saying it for a minute. No one wants to listen to me. I need Callum Hudson-Odoi to go. I need Hudson-Odoi to go and leave Chelsea. And the reason I need him to leave Chelsea is because we're 2 games in and he's not played a minute. I rate Callum Hudson-Odoi ridiculously high. I think he's the best youth prospect since John Terry to come out of that academy. I'm dead serious. I think he is better than Mason Mount. I think he's better than Fikayo Tomori. I think he's better than Nathaniel Chalobah, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Jeremy Boga, Charlie Masunda. I think he's better than all of them. Yes, I think the talent this kid has, that Achilles really messed him up. And it's sad, it's upsetting, it's actually depressing when you think about what this kid could have been. And it's not helping him being 20 and hardly playing any games. He needs to play on a weekly basis to show what he does. Because when he plays, he analytically is one of the best players on Chelsea's team. But the managers just don't seem to give him the opportunity. And it frustrates me. It eats me up. I don't understand what they don't see in it. For me, he's better than Christian Pulisic. Given the same amount of time on the pitch, he would be better and outperforming Christian Pulisic. But he's not going to be given it. So now, loan him. But there's one hitch, one little glitch in this formula. Donny can't be loaned because his wages are too high. When he signed that deal under Sarri, when Chelsea were desperate to keep him, the contract was too big. Now, no club can afford to pay him. Like, if you think about it, realistically speaking, the clubs that could afford to buy PSG, Bayern Munich, the top creme de la creme club, they don't want to take him on loan without an option. They'll want to keep him. They don't just take rentals. So the clubs that we would be willing to send him to, Everton's, Southampton's in England, maybe Atalanta, they can't afford in Italy. They can't afford these wages. So he's stuck in a catch-22, and it's really frustrating because he's 6th choice. 6th choice at this moment in time in the 2 positions in behind. It's really annoying. I don't know what's happened to Cho, but he needs to go and play. And finally, the biggest story of them all, well, for me, it's a big one. I found this one really interesting. Tino Anjorin is linked to be leaving Chelsea on a permanent deal. Lokomotiv Moscow with Ralf Rangnick are actively trying to bring this guy to Russia. It's a weird move. They're really interested. Chelsea aren't interested in selling him, but the kid is interested in joining the club, apparently. And apparently he's got a host of clubs looking to buy on a permanent basis or loan him. And it's Serie A, Bundesliga, Lokomotiv Moscow is a confirmed club from Russia, and some championship clubs. So for me, this is very interesting what Chelsea are going to do. If I'm him, I'm pushing for a loan. And you're going to say, Alex, why are you trying to loan out all our best talent? Bro, I'm trying to loan them out because they need to go and play. You don't understand how crazy the competition is in this Chelsea squad. Tino is 18. So a lot of you are going to say it'll benefit him to sit on a bench and learn. No, it won't. He needs to go and play. Look at it. It's not like it was back in the day. Now you need to be playing from a young age, quick, early, and just get your career started. Musiala is playing at Bayern. Yeah, Jadon Sancho was smashing it at Dortmund. Bellingham is smashing it at Dortmund. Young players, Marcus Rashford was smashing it at United. There's so many examples. Mason Mount went on loan, came back, smashing it at Chelsea. Reece James, smashing it at Chelsea. Look at all these players. What do they have in common? They are all playing first team football. Sitting on the bench does nobody any good. He is 7th choice at Chelsea. Let that sink in. 7th choice at Chelsea is actually mad. He's got Werner, Ziyech, the experienced guys ahead of him. Then he's got Cho, Pulisic, Havertz and Mount ahead of him. All in their early 20s. Like 22 younger, if I'm not mistaken. That's crazy. That's unacceptable. Like, he's 7th choice and you lot want him to stay. But these are my views and I want to hear yours. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, 400 likes is the target. Make sure we hit it. Peace out. I'm out. Bye.